Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for joining me today for our story time with Miss Carabed. I am so excited to share today's story with you all. It is a gem. It is called Last Stop on Market Street, written by Matt de la Peña and illustrated by Christian Robinson. Christian Robinson has also illustrated for Disney as well as many other picture books that you can go ahead and look up at your local library. Now, if you look closely, you'll see that this book has won 2 awards. And the first one is a Caldecott honor, and that is for Christian Robinson because of his beautiful artwork and illustrations in this story. And the other award is the John Newberry Medal, and that award goes to one picture book every year for their contribution to children's literature, and that award goes to Matt de la Peña, who wrote the words. The story is special for many reasons, and one of them is shown right here on the cover. You can see it's about a grandmother and her grandson, and they get to explore the city together, as you'll find out very soon. And I was blessed to be very close to my maternal grandparents. That's my mom's dad and my mom's mom. And my mom's aunt, actually, my great aunt. I was very close to her as well. And so when I first read this story, it brought back so many wonderful memories of time spent with my grandmother, my great aunt, and my grandfather. They've all passed away now, but I carry those memories in my heart, and I encourage you to be intentional and spend time with your grandparents. It's one of the most priceless things that you could do. All right, without further ado, let's jump right in. CJ pushed through the church doors, skipped down the steps. The outside air smelled like freedom, but it also smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. He ducked under his Nana's umbrella, saying, "How come we gotta wait for the bus in all this wet?" "Trees get thirsty too," his Nana told him. "Don't you see that big one drinking through a straw?" CJ looked for a long time, but never saw a straw. From the bus stop, he watched water pool on flower petals, watched rain patter against the windshield of a nearby car. His friend Colby climbed in, gave CJ a wave, and drove off with his dad. "Nana, how come we don't got a car?" "Boy, what do we need a car for? We got a bus that breathes fire, and old Mr. Dennis, who always has a trick for you." The bus creaked to a stop in front of them. It sighed and sagged, and the doors swung open. "What's that I see?" Mr. Dennis asked. He pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear, placed it in his palm. Nana laughed her deep laugh and pushed CJ along. They sat right up front. The man across the way was tuning a guitar. An old woman with curlers had butterflies in a jar. Nana gave everyone a great big smile and a good afternoon. She made sure CJ did the same. The bus lurched forward and stopped, lurched forward and stopped. Nana hummed as she knit. "How come we always gotta go here after church?" CJ said. "Miguel and Colby never have to go nowhere." "I feel sorry for those boys," she told him. "They'll never get a chance to meet Bobo or the Sunglass Man. And I hear Trixie got herself a brand new hat." CJ stared out the window, feeling sorry for himself. He watched cars zip by on either side, watched a group of boys hop curbs on bikes. A man climbed aboard with a spotted dog. CJ gave up his seat. "How come that man can't see?" "Boy, what do you know about seeing?" Nana told him. Some people watch the world with their ears. That's a fact. Their noses, too, the man said, sniffing at the air. That's a mighty fine perfume you're wearing today, ma'am. Nana squeezed the man's hand and laughed her deep laugh. Two older boys got on next. CJ watched as they moved on by and stood him back. Sure wish I had one of those, he said. Nana set down her knitting. What for? You got the real-life thing sitting across from you. Why don't you ask the man if he'll play us a song? CJ didn't have to. The guitar player was already plucking strings and beginning to sing. To feel the magic of music, the blind man whispered, I like to close my eyes. Nana closed hers too. So did CJ and the spotted dog. And in the darkness, the rhythm lifted CJ out of the bus, out of the busy city. He saw sunset colors swirling over crashing waves, saw a family of hawks slicing through the sky, saw the old woman's butterflies dancing free in the light of the moon. CJ's chest grew full and he was lost in the sound, and the sound gave him the feeling of magic. The song ended and CJ opened his eyes. Everyone on the bus clapped, even the boys in the back. Nana glanced at the coin in CJ's palm. CJ dropped it in the man's hat. Last stop on Market Street, Mr. Dennis called. CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling sidewalks and broken down doors, graffiti-tagged windows and boarded-up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. How come it's always so dirty over here? She smiled and pointed to the sky. Sometimes, when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness for what's beautiful. Wise words by Nana. CJ saw the perfect rainbow arching over their soup kitchen. He wondered how his Nana always found beautiful, where he never even thought to look. He looked all around them again, at the bus round in the corner out of sight, and the broken street lamps still lit up bright, and the stray cat shadows moving across the wall. CJ's starting to see beautiful too, huh? When he spotted their familiar faces in the window, he said, I'm glad we came. You guys know what a soup kitchen is? It's where people who don't have a lot of money to buy food, they line up, and then volunteers like Nana and CJ, they pass out the food to help the people have a nice hearty dinner. It's a beautiful thing to serve at a soup kitchen. He thought his Nana might laugh, her deep laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on the head and told him, Me too, CJ. Now come on. Can you guys spot them? There they are, passing out bowls of soup at the soup kitchen. The end. There they are, waiting for the bus to go back to their home. And that is the end of that story. Last stop on Market Street. I wonder if there's something you and I could do to help serve our neighborhood. Maybe we could serve at a soup kitchen like Nana and CJ did. Or maybe we could pick up trash to help beautify the neighborhood. Or have a bake sale and donate all the money to people in need. Something to think about. Thank you so much, boys and girls, for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful illustrations and the story that we got to share together. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, adios.